Good evening and welcome to Sunset News this Sunday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather, and sports. I am Glenora Shipura. In the news tonight, Mayor Joseph Wabingene of the Windhoek inaugurated the first phase of renovations at the Onganjembela Open Market in Greenwell Matongo, Katutura, marking a significant step towards empowering the local business community. Jemima Dembele reports.
Own product. They visited the municipality to say, yes, can we help you to renovate that market? And then we said, oh, Twapantura. And then after we said Twapantura, she was also not having money. They were just having the heart. Then she ran to the U.S. Embassy. The U.S. Embassy, then they said, please, we like you, America, but we are also having this. As a good partner of Namibia, our president was also studying in America. Can you not assist us? Then America said, yes, that we can do with an open heart. And then that's how this project started. So now it's going to be taken in two phases. Phase one, that is the one that we are now having, and phase two, it will follow. So where you are also going to have input, so it must be nice. So I hope one that I will add, even 5 trees there in front, nice, so that it can also look beautiful. So with those few words, thank you, US Embassy. So we visit as our own shout. Let us continue to build Namibia. Namibia is for us all. Thank you. Now I will officially open this new renovation of the market. To the vendors, I think we have already said, please protect this. The way it is so clean, please protect it. Meme, is it yours? Oh, it's hers. Oh, very young and clean. You will keep it very young and clean also. Yes, and the public, please don't throw stones because it's a young lady's bucket. No, let us protect it. If you see a thief, report it. Yes. Thank you. Now we can view. And buy also. Yes.
Everything is on the account of the listener.
In our next story, Footsteps for Africa Namibia Country Director Jordania Andima speaks on the period care packages that were donated to Eros Primary School in addition to a fully fledged library. Jemima Dembele reports.
On Friday morning, Footsteps for Africa, a renowned global non-profit organization, extended its graces as it unveiled a newly refurbished library at Eros Primary School in Windhoek. In addition to the fully fledged library, the organization generously donated 90 period care packages containing reusable pads, ensuring education is not hindered by lack of menstrual hygiene products.
There's a pack of reusable pads for large ones and for small ones. It's naturally made here in Namibia, and they're very safe. Comes with salt and a bar of soap, just so they can clean them properly. And the life skills teacher will be given training on how to use give out this care.
The generous donation of the library and its valuable resources was made possible through American donors Tiana and Alan Saltzman.
The former People's Liberation Army of Namibia combatants Association convened in Oneuptwo over the weekend to engage on how they can ensure the ruling SWAPO party retains its lost 2-3 majority in the upcoming national elections. Another group vowed to defend SWAPO while they have set sights on restoring the ruling party to its former glory. The one-day joint workshop for the regional coordinators, mobilizers, and commissars was held under the theme Strategies to ensure that SWAPO party has the majority in the national elections 2024 at Benny's Park. FPCA chairperson Sinsne Ngihipundwa said the workshop has two main objectives: to enhance coordinators' knowledge of their coordinator and networking function across the EPCA regional and district structures, and to design and unpack effective campaign strategy for the EPC may employ during the forthcoming 2024 national elections. Ngihipundwa said the FPCA is set to unlock all underpinning factors and salient issues affecting the coordination and networking of the association at regional and district levels. In our Story of the Day segment, mess houses were handed over to beneficiaries in Swakopmund. We get into this story on the other side of the break.
This is Africa. Good morning.
Hey, it's Aina Raizakaya alongside Diana Master.
In the ANC conference in December. So starting off with the cycling.
Africa, good morning. Do have a lovely...
Minister Monica Mchangwa has said that
with the soccer, the English Premier League continued, the biggest game being...
On that note, it is all our love, all our light.
Getting into our story of the day, on Friday morning, the Minister of Urban and Rural Development, Erastus Utoni, handed over 108 houses to beneficiaries of the mass housing program. The ceremony marked a significant milestone in addressing the housing needs of the community and showcased the successful collaboration between the National Housing Enterprise and the government. Here, Minister Utoni gives his keynote address. Madeleine Garces reports.
I'm delighted to be here and for the opportunity given to me to officiate at the handing over of houses that have been built under the government-funded mass housing development program here in Swakopmund. This is a commendable milestone in this specific project, which was on the standstill for a long time, and is yet another domination or demonstration of the continued efforts of the government towards creating more opportunities for decent shelter for our people. Decent shelter is a basic necessity of life, and as a government of the people, we believe that it is justified for the citizens as sovereignty to expect to have a place that they call their own and to meet their dwelling as survival needs. In keeping with this reality and our commitment to the people of Namibia, housing remains one of our key development priorities, as clearly articulated in our national development frameworks, namely Vision 2030, National Development Plans, and the Harambee Prosperity Plan 2. Our chances for greater success in our quest to achieve our national aspirations and goals, such as housing, require unity of purpose and collaboration between the government at all levels, that is central government, regional and local levels, as well as development financing institutions, members of the community, the private sector, notably the construction industry and financial institutions, as well as non-governmental partners. As we celebrate the important milestone that has been reached in respect of this project, I wish to address the issue of delays in the execution and completion of national projects such as this, namely actions of some private contractors who tendered for and get work opportunities from the government but do not honor their contractual obligations in completing projects on time and on budget, resulting in increase in cost and unwarranted blames on the government, while the fault is actually on the part of the defaulting contractors. Thus, is unacceptable, and I'm calling for a stern action against such contractors, including blacklisting them. Be careful, we are serious now. As I conclude, I wish to touch on the role of members of the community who are beneficiaries and whose dreams of owning a house have become a reality through this project. You have an important role to play in complementing and helping the government to create opportunities for other needy Namibians by prompting honoring your home loan repayment obligations so that the money that they are paying back on time used to build houses for your fellow Namibians.
Moving on to community news, Leading Ladies Soiree hosts official media launch. We get into this story on the other side of the break.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Now, the organizers of the Leading Ladies Soiree, Linda Mupopa, Mayor of Swakopmund, Dina Namwups, and Jonathan Harris, speak on the upcoming Leading Ladies Soiree that is aimed at empowering women to overcome the various challenges that they face in their professional careers as well as in their private lives. Madeline Gasses reports.
Having listened to the mayor right now just kindly really gives us a clear indication of what a woman is and also just how important women are in our society. It is really clear that women are the fabric of our society. They indeed do play a very vital and pivotal role in our families, our community at large, and also a very, very good and major contribution to our economy in general. In our families, women are the primary caregivers to children and also to family members that need attention, such as the elders. They provide love, they provide support, and they also nurture all those around them by providing an essential healthy development for children, as the mayor also mentioned. So this means that women play a very key role in the management of our houses as well as finances and key decisions in all households. So because women wear so many hats in general in our economy, this event, which is now the Leading Ladies event, is an event which is brought about to celebrate the ingenuity, the formidability of women in our society and also on groundroot levels as mothers, okay? So this event will be held on the 12th of August 2023, right here at the Swakopmund Hotel and Entertainment Center, where we will then be celebrating women as mothers, as wives, as leaders, as great participants and contributors to our economy and greater good of our society. Okay, so because we will be celebrating women, we are giving them the opportunity to turn up in numbers and dress as their youthful selves, which means our theme is going to be vintage, as the mayor has suggested. You will be inspired. You will also be given the motivation to tackle issues in society such as trauma.
And remember, ladies in Namibia,
we are going to have great speakers, very knowledgeable speakers. One of our leading speaker, the keynote speaker, is the first Namibian lady that stepped into the mining industry, into a male-dominated industry. Isn't it like I want to hear who and I want to see who this lady is? So please, ladies, there are going to be life-changing topics that are going to be touched.
This is a conference that we are going to get together and have fun. That is something that we need to highlight, that this entire get together, this entire event is going to be a momentous occasion for women to get back to that feeling when you were 16 or when you were 17 and you were out with your girlfriends and you just felt so vibrant, you felt alive. That is the atmosphere we're trying to give you at this event.
Coming up after the break, Hyphen is to pay $330 million in annual land rentals. Do stay with Sunset News.
Welcome to Active Kids, a daily TV show that sparks creativity, learning, and fun for young minds. With exciting activities and lessons, Active Kids inspires curiosity and a love for learning.
New face to the 15.
The perfect mix of play and education. Don't miss out on the fun. Tune into Active Kids on NTV every weekday at 10 o'clock and let the adventure begin.
Getting into our economic news, Namibia is set to generate $330 million in annual land rentals once operations commence at Hyphen Hydrogen Energy for 40 years for the Green Hydrogen Development Company's billion-dollar project. In total, the Namibia government could generate over $13.3 billion in land rental income. According to Hyphen's head of Environment, Social and Governance, Tony Bierkes, during the feasibility study period, which spans 2 years and is currently underway, Hyphen, the designated company, will be paying approximately $100 million for the lease of the land during this phase. Let's take a look at our economic indicators. The Namibian dollar trades against the British pound at 23.02, against the euro at 19.96, against the US dollar at 17.95. $2 Namibian and 50 cents gets you 1 Chinese yuan. On the commodities, gold and copper went down while platinum and Brent crude oil went up. Brent crude oil trading at 1.37%, going for $80 and 73 cents per barrel. After the break, we get into your international news. Do stay with Sunset News.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouth-watering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune into What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Let's get into your international news. Azerbaijani president highlights enhancing transportation infrastructure to build connectivity. Let's take a look.
Our trade seaport was inaugurated several years ago with a capacity of 15 million tons. Now we are upgrading it up to 25 million tons. We are building more vessels in the Caspian, though we have the biggest trade fleet in the Caspian among all other Caspian littoral states, but we are building new vessels, tankers and cargo fleet in order to be able to bring more cargoes. Now we are planning to expand our shipyard so that we can produce not from 6 to 8, but maybe from 10 to 20 vessels per year because the need for vessels in Azerbaijan and also in the Caspian is growing. We are now modernizing the existing railroad in order to allow more cargoes to pass, so the speed of trains will be higher. So we are doing a lot in order to be well prepared for big cargo flow. For that, we are actively working also with our Chinese partners and our neighbors to establish this infrastructure connectivity and also administrative connectivity, because we need to have single policy on tariffs. We need to have more interconnection with respect to customs regulations and how to say, to open this gate broadly. We launched and we initiated the construction of this route because this route did not exist. It's a new transportation connectivity infrastructure which was initiated by Azerbaijan and was actively supported by our partners in Turkey and Georgia. And in 2017, here in Baku, we had the official inauguration of that project. And at that time, the transportation through the middle corridor was not yet a kind of one of the priorities. Therefore, we invested as much as it was needed for volume of cargoes. But what we are doing now, we already started several months ago. We are upgrading this road, and it will handle 5 times more cargo than originally.
Let's take a look at our weather predictions for tomorrow. In the northern region, it is partly cloudy throughout the day, clearing in the afternoon and becoming cloudy in the afternoon. The temperature ranges from 31 degrees Celsius to 17.6 degrees Celsius. In the central regions, it is partly cloudy throughout the day, clearing in the afternoon and becoming cloudy in the afternoon. The temperature ranges from 28.6 to 10.4 degrees Celsius. Now in the southern region, it is partly cloudy throughout the day. The temperatures ranging from 21.2 to 8.2 degrees Celsius. Now the coastal region has cloudy skies throughout the day with the temperatures ranging from 22.2 to 9.9 degrees. We get into our sports news after this short break. Getting into our sports news, Germany beat Namibia by 3-0 at the Fistball World Championships in Mannheim, Germany in the first match of the competition today. Caitlin Venter, Jacqueline Coetzee, Quinn Redder, Lats Welles and Jelo Dutoit. After their outdoor Flint first-round shoot in Swakopmund, it saw Coetzee lead with a 272 score, Dutoit come in second with 247, and Redder come third with 242, and Venter and Welles got 229. Now, Walvis Bay Private School Under 19 defeated Windhoek High School by 26-24 in a standard Namibia Secondary School Rugby Super League match played at Walvis Bay Private School. After the break, we get into the news highlights.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraita. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
Let's take a look at the news highlights from today's broadcast. Mayor Joseph Wapingene of the Windhoek inaugurated the first phase of renovations at the Ongenjambala Open Market in Greenville Matongo, Katutura, marking a significant step towards empowering the local business community. The former People's Liberation Army of Namibia Combatants Association convened in Ongwediva over the weekend to engage on how they can ensure the ruling SWAPO party retains its lost two-thirds majority in the upcoming national elections. Germany beat Namibia by 3-0 at the Fistball World Championships in Mannheim, Germany in the first match of the competition today. And with that, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Make sure you join Sunset News on Facebook, on all the Animate platforms on weekdays, as well as on our website, oneuptwo.com. Sunset News screens on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25 every weekday from 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. I am Glenora Shipura, and this has been Sunset News. Don't end your day without us.